The Algarve Cup in Portugal has been a date in the football diary every spring for 20 years. Most of the best women's teams in the world take part, and the Americans naturally have been the most successful, winning the tournament 9 times. That didn't happen this year. In fact, the USA finished 7th. But with the next major event, the FIFA Women's World Cup in Canada, over 12 months away, they used it as an opportunity for experimentation, a stepping stone for future success. And that success will involve players like Tobin Heath.
Fortunately, in the U.S., there's actually a lot of opportunity for girls to play football, because I think you start off with hoping that you go to a good university, because for us it gets you a quality education, and I think that's huge, and I think that's something that is not similar to Europe.
Tobin Heath is entering the prime of her career. The midfielder is 25 and has already played over 70 times for the USA since making her debut 6 years ago. Her sister was a noted tennis player, but Tobin was always more attracted by the team ethic.
When you think of women's sports, if you consider the sports that are more lucrative, you would consider tennis or golf or something like that. But for me, I've always been more into team sports, and the idea of family and achieving something together. I think it's very unique, and for me, football, you know, I love the game, but I also love to share it with my teammates.
America has had a professional women's league in one form or another since 2010. And while Tobin has been a regular participant, she's spread her wings and moved to Europe. In fact, she's at one of the world's biggest clubs, Paris Saint-Germain.
It's fantastic to play for PSG, who are just a super ambitious club, both on the men's and women's side. We see that overlap all the time. I'm proud to be part of a project where they do believe in kind of the progression of the women's game, and both on the men's and women's side, they want to be the best in the world, and they're willing to take many risks, you know, to achieve that. And I appreciate that, and I also love being there and love being in a different environment where I can grow and develop as a football player as well.
The USA may have been top of the FIFA World Ranking since early 2008, and some of their players are big names back home. But they haven't been world champions since 1999. That's been far too long. Tobin herself missed one of the penalties that handed Japan the title in 2011.
I think for everybody on this team that has kind of gone through the dry spell of World Cup, we're just eager to prepare for this World Cup. I think everyone, that's what their sight is on. And for a footballer, there is no greater achievement than winning a World Cup. And I think we came all too close last time, and we still, I think every single player still remembers that, and that is just fuel to the fire, because this team is lit up, and I know that we're all prepping individually and collectively to really push for that World Cup.
Tobin has won Olympic gold medals in both Beijing and London. But while those were great honours, victory next year in Canada will beat it all.
As an American footballer, I think the general public probably pays more attention to an Olympic gold medal. I think for them, an Olympic gold medal is the greatest achievement you can have in any sport, you know, and they kind of identify with that. But I think as a football player, you want to win the World Cup. That's the only thing. And so, to be quite honest, I think I would trade in both my Olympic gold medals for a World Cup. And any day, I think, because that's kind of symbolizes a lot more for a football player, I think.
Don't bet against the Americans in 2015.